Hey guys, today we're back with another firearms review. And today on the channel, we're going to be reviewing the 6R P226 Custom Shop X5 STAS. Stay tuned for this one. Alright guys, we're back. Once again today we're going to be reviewing the P226 X5 Custom STAS Edition. So guys, without further ado though, special thank you to Summit Armory for this firearm. They give me a very good deal on it, so that way I could get it for you all to review. I know that they have one of these right now in stock, so if you want to swing by, check them out. I'll be leaving a link in the description below, so if you're looking for one of these, holler at them and see if they still have it in stock. I don't know if they will or not, because these things are going like hotcakes. So, very special thank you to them. Another special thank you to Optics Planet. If it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be able to shoot near as much through this gun as we did today. And all the ammunition that you've seen shot was sponsored by them. You can text 80907, text actually Golden, GOLDEN, to 80907, and they'll give you a 5% discount code on all your ammunition. So another special thank you to Optics Planet. And also a special thank you to Center Target Firearms and Range in London, Kentucky, for giving me this gun without an FFL fee. So thank you to them. So guys, we'll go ahead and look into what makes this gun different from the Classic. We'll do a more in-depth review on this where side-by-side is called for, but you've probably already seen that as well. I think I've already got that posted up. But the main differences is the gas pedal, skeletonized trigger, and extended mag release, and the G10 grips on it. So starting here on the front, you have a very nice fiber optic. Fiber optics to me is that something, if you get them a tad bit too thick on each side of them, they can be worse than what just straight blacked out sights can be. This one right here has actually got a good picture with it because it's got light coming through both the sides of it, so you can get a very good sight picture with it. So I like that about it. You also have a 5-inch bull barrel, and it also is crowned here in front, so that way you can be able to protect your muzzle, keep it from getting banged up. So I like that about it. You also have front cock serrations here in the front, so you can do an under check, you can do a top rack or top check, either one you want to do. Very nice, and they're aggressive, but they're not too bad aggressive. You also have them back here on the back if you like to rack like that. This gun here has an external safety, which a lot of the SIG from Germans had an internal safety. Doesn't matter much to me. I like the way internal safeties look better, but like I said, it's each their own. It don't really matter much at all to me. You have a 4-slot Picatinny rail here on the bottom for all your lights and lasers, whatever you need to mount up. Here on the left-hand side, you have your gas pedal, which doesn't come on the Classic. This, to me, I've got mixed reviews about it. I've had multiple other guns that does have a gas pedal on it from the CZ TSO, which I actually like that gas pedal a lot. This one right here is okay. The reason I'm calling it okay for is because with my grip angle on it, for some reason it was messing me up with shooting accurately with this gun. Don't know why, but it just was a tad bit. With this one versus the Classic, I actually shot the Classic better because it was more of a natural grip angle to me. This one right here, I don't know if it's where I broke my wrist whenever I was younger or what, but the hold on it just makes my wrist hurt a tad bit more because, I don't know, it's like I can't get a good like lower grip on it, I don't know. But that thumb rest, whenever I was shooting it, it was making my front sight wobble a tad bit too much. But now for quick shots and follow-up shots, you can do some very, very quick shots with it because it helps keep that muzzle down, which I like that about it. Overall, though, if I had to do away with it, I'd probably get rid of this one. I don't know. It just doesn't really. It didn't help me near as much as what it hurt me with, if that makes sense to you all. Also, as well, it makes takedown a little bit more difficult because you have to have it forward. You push this up a tad bit to push your takedown pin in, or what keeps it held in place. Then you push it back, and you have to push it down, and then you push it forward, versus on the Classic to where all you have to do is hold it back, push it down, and ride it forward. So whenever you put it back together, because technically speaking, I've got it apart here, you slide it back, lock it in, push this back up, slide it back forward again, push this up, then push that little pin back through, pull it back, push that down to where it will click, and then push it forward, so then you have it all together. So a few different more things that you have to do with this one to actually get it back in working condition. The skeletonized trigger, I can give or take with that. It looks good with this more of a tactical gun. So yeah, it looks fine with me. But it's just pretty much, give or take. If you like it, if you don't, whatever else. The extended mag release, I do like. The way that you actually hold this gun, it's not going to be in your way. You're not going to accidentally hit it. So it does help on them quick magazine releases. I like that about it. I'll probably actually get one to throw in my classic as well. Ambidextrous safety on it. So it's fine. I like that. Single action only. So you have to have one in the chamber. Throw your safety up, and now it's safe to carry. Whenever you want to engage, throw the safety down, pull the trigger, and there you go. So also that safety is a tad bit stuck out, so you can also use that as a place to ride your gun a little bit. So I like that about it as well. Keep that slide down a little bit. Also here, the grips, the G10 plastic grips, works very, very good. They have some very great gripping to them. They don't slip, don't slide, nothing at all. So I like that about them. Plus too though, the Cocoa Bolos that are on the Classic, they feel great as well. They feel a tad bit slimmer than these. For some reason, this one right here feels a little bit thicker in the hand with them G10 grips in. Your front serrations right here, they're pretty good. They could be a little bit more aggressive, but they're about a 25 to 30 lines per inch, vertical and horizontal. So, I mean, it didn't slip out of my hand or anything, but they would have been a little bit nicer if they'd been serrated. Funny thing about it, though, up here, it does not have any serrations, which I can remember on the P226 Elite Stainless I had, it did have serrations, but this one right here doesn't, which I don't hold my gun like that, and I don't really know anybody else that does, so it doesn't matter at all to me. Your undercut here, underneath the trigger well, very, very nice. You can get a very high purchase on this gun to keep it in your hand, and whenever you're pushing, shooting, you can feel like it sits right there with you, and you know exactly where to have your hand every time, and it falls right in place. So I like that about it. Also here, mag well. If you don't want the mag well on it, all you have to do is take these two pins out on each side, or screws, correction. Take out your grips, then take your magazine well, slide it off, put your grips back on, and now you don't have a magazine well. I'll have a separate video about that though that shows it a little bit more in depth, but easy to take the mag well off. But I like it as well though for quick insertion of magazines. It helps. But if you're wanting to conceal carry this gun, which it's very heavy, 46 ounces overall, but if you're wanting to conceal carry this gun, it'd probably be better if you take that off. So guys, with this one right here, actually getting to the shooting part of the review, the trigger in this one could use a tad bit more work than on the other one that I've got. This one here has a tad bit more take up to it, and pulling the trigger, it's fine, but I would like to adjust it a tad bit more because it does have a little bit more take up than my Classic does, which this gun right here can be adjusted in 3 different ways with the trigger. It can be adjusted for length of pull, length of travel once it's reset, and trigger weight. So whatever I'm saying right here can always fully be adjusted for what you prefer. So that's not really a con nor a preference with it. I just like the one from factory better on my Classic than I do this one. But very nice shooting overall. I don't know though, for some reason I wasn't shooting this gun right here near as well as I did the Classic. I think it's just because I wasn't used to where I'm putting my thumb, and it was putting a little extra weight on my front side, and it was making me move it a little bit more. But after I kind of got used to it, I was shooting it better, but still nowhere near as good as a Classic. So, that being said, very nice gun overall. The slide doesn't rack as smooth as a 2011. I have seen online where some people are comparing this to a 2011 and how smooth it is. I don't personally think that. That Staccato XL I reviewed a few months back was probably the smoothest pistol I've ever shot, and this one right here is close to smoothness of the barrel, but it's not as smooth as the Staccato. So just letting you all know that. That's not really con either, because this is not a full race gun, even though it could be, but it's just not as smooth, but it is smooth at the same time, just not as smooth as that 2011. Also as well, accuracy speaking, with this right here, when I took my time, I was getting some very, very accurate shots and some very quick follow-up shots. The only thing with the follow-up shots is that this is a very heavy gun, like I was saying, 46 ounces. And with that side mass reciprocating, whenever it goes back, it will throw your muzzle up. And then whenever it comes back down, you've got all that mass going forward, and it will bring it right back down to where you've got your sight picture again. So just you all know that. I had the same problem with my P226 Elite Stainless because it was a very heavy gun as well, and it would throw that muzzle up and then bring it right back down. But like I was saying, that's all that heavy slide with it. Also as well, back here on the back, you have the adjustable target sights, and also if you want to take this plate off, throw an RMR on it or any of these SIG optics. I think the SIG optics will direct mount, and I think it's like a Delta Point Pro footprint if I'm not mistaken. But you would probably have to have an actual slide for a RMR, but check that before you go out and buy one, because I'm not for certain myself. I don't have an RMR to throw on here, or I would have had it for the review. But guys, overall though, I really do enjoy these pistols, and I think they're worth the money. If you're buying this for like saying, hey, is this worth the money to me? Well, it is to me, because like I was saying for my classic review, as soon as I found out that they was making these again, it about took my breath away, because this is something I've been wanting for a very long time. I was actually bidding on one of the X5 Germans not a week before, like literally not a week before that they released these, and it got up to like $3,700, and I was like, I don't want it that bad, so I jumped out of it at that point. But now, guys, you can find these guns right here from anywhere between $2,200 to $2,400 to $2,500, all the way up to $3,400 on Gunbroker. So just watch around for that. Talk with your local SIG elite dealers. They might have a few coming in, but this is a gun that will not technically be limited production, but it's not going to be full production across the board, to where it might be hard to find one of these if you're going to be looking for them. I had to holler at multiple different people, and I've talked to a few others before that I got these off of, so I'm very thankful that I got one of these for you all, for me to review for you all. But overall though, guys, if this is something you're looking into, if you can find one in store, I doubt you will, before you actually buy one, just to see which one you like better, the Classic or the STAS. Personally speaking though, I'd rather have the Classic, just because the grips for me, for some reason, feel a little bit thinner on it. Fits my hand a tad bit better, and also I'm not really much of a fan of this gas pedal. It does do its job for follow-up shots, but for accuracy shots, for some reason, it just makes my front sight move around a little bit way too much. But if this is all you can find, they do sell the takedown lever, or the normal takedown levers from factory, so you can pick one of them up, switch this out if it's bothering you as much as it did me. But that gas pedal is about the only con I've got to say about this gun. Plus, too, like I was saying, if you want to conceal carry it, it would probably poke you in the ribs a tad bit, or in the waistline, wherever you want to carry it at. But guys, once again, I appreciate y'all viewing as always. If you have any questions or comments on the P226 X5 STAS, leave them in the comment section below and get back to you as soon as possible. But thank y'all for viewing again. Like and subscribe for more gun reviews, and I'll see y'all in the next video.